And so another week begins at Brick Arena. It's the 18th of July and it's Monday morning and we've got 11 orders on Bricklink. All fairly modest orders. Highest lot count is 16 lots, although that does have 700 items in it, so a bit of counting involved there, no doubt. And we have also got 6 orders on Brickowl. So Brickowl's woken up a little bit, but you know, this is nothing like I would normally expect on a Monday. Again, fairly modest orders, highest lot count being 14 on there. And then on eBay we have got just 2 orders paid, so still a long way to go on eBay. And I confess I've not still not been at it on eBay. I've tried to add a few things and trying to stick to a bit of a schedule to make sure that I'm touching eBay every day and adding a few things and changing a few things, but still some way to go on there. So going to be a real scorcher today. Predictions are very high 30s, so I'm gonna crack on and get as much picked in these early hours where hopefully it's going to be a little bit cooler. Here's the first batch of orders for this Monday morning. And I've got to say that even though I'm only picking these small orders, the humidity today is just off the scale. I didn't really expect it to get, quite as hot until this afternoon. And it's not hot, but gosh, the humidity is just already killing me. Anyway, just a quick flyby. We haven't got anything super exciting. Couple of things on eBay was a puppy cone, a Batman, some minifig parts, and then I've got a problem with one order. Got a missing minifigure which I need to sort out. May have to even cancel that order, which is a shame. And then more parts going out here. I think this one over here is going to Canada and another one of these off to the US. So yeah, gonna get these packed away and then on to the next batch. So second batch and final batch, unless any more orders come in, is ready to pack, ready for shipping. Quick flyover again. Interestingly, last vlog we had an order that was all 1x1 tiles. This time I've got an order that's all 1x1 plates. So not the same buyer, but I just thought that was kind of funny. Other things, just general parts, minifigure parts, some used Star Wars, and that's it. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do next, because I know I've talked recently about a schedule, and normally now I would start, I'd be putting this away, and maybe I will, or I would be sorting out more used bulk and getting it put away. What I'm struggling with a little bit today is the heat, and as I said earlier, it's incredibly humid, and I'm just wondering whether I'd rather be doing things that I can do at my desk with the fan on me and do that. But having said that, I do need to get these away, so I might just bite the bullet, spend an hour getting these put away, and then spend the rest of the day maybe at the desk. So we'll see what we manage to get up to. Tuesday the 19th of July, and we've got 2 orders on Bricklink today. One of them is a reasonable order, but still only 28 lots, so not hopefully going to take too long to pick. and we've got nothing again on Brick Owl. And we did have some orders yesterday. I think we had about 6 yesterday on Brick Owl, which had come in over the weekend, but nothing again, and it was dead for most of last week. Now, I don't normally divulge how many active carts I have on the go, but I've got, in theory, I've got 37 active carts at the moment, which I would have thought should be leading to some sales. So I'm not sure why they're not. Can only assume people are waiting for payday. I'd be very interested if people are open enough to divulge the number of active carts in your stores, and maybe with a relevant store size. You know, I'm running at about 305,000 parts at the moment, which is much lower than I'd like it to be, but it is what it is. You know, to have 37 active carts, that's actually quite high, I would say, at the moment. So I can only assume people are waiting to you know, get some cash in the pockets on payday and then pull the trigger then. So leave a comment with your active carts if you're happy to divulge that information. On eBay, we've got 2 orders. It's only showing 1 for some reason there, but there are, in fact, yeah, 2 orders on eBay, 2 minifigures, so we'll get them picked and packed. It's gonna be another absolute scorcher today. I did register 41 on the car yesterday, although according to the news, etc., the highest temperatures were around 37 degrees, I think. So not really sure why the car registers at 41 relative to that, but it's meant to be higher today and may even hit the 40s in the UK, which would be a record. I think the highest record in the UK is something like 37.7 or something like that, 38, and that was actually recorded where I'm based. So yeah, due for a hot one again today. So I'm gonna go and get what few orders I've got to pick now, and then try and sit in front of a fan for most of the day. So here are this morning's orders, just the 4 of them, as I mentioned earlier. This is the larger order, and not that many lots, as I think I mentioned earlier. And what makes this really expensive is this battery box and the controller. I think the battery box alone was £24. So those are really nice and expensive, because you tend to find Lego don't always have them. So if you're breaking out train sets and things, then they can be a good seller. And these I've had a while. I think this one went for, I don't know, not sure. I just want to say a big thanks to Night Haunter, who's sent me a donation on Ko-fi and says thank you for your vlogs. They helped me decide to set up my own Bricklink store. I know it's been a short journey so far. I owe you one. Well, I just want to wish you lots of luck with your store, and keep watching the vlogs for tips. And I'm actually just about to post a blog article about what to consider before you open your store, which may be a little bit late for you, but might be worth checking out. So I'm just working through my eBay listings. As I mentioned earlier, that one of the followers of the channel, he suggested to me that some of my eBay listings weren't listing to the correct category. So for instance, I might have some that are listing to complete sets and packs rather than to minifigures. So, you know, they're going to be difficult to be found. So I'm just working through them, and I'm just changing them to the correct minifigure category, and hopefully this will help them get found more easily. So that's a great tip from Xfinity there. And what I'm also noticing when I'm doing this is that the bulk editor in eBay has come a long way since I last used it in any depth. It's so much quicker, performs much better than it ever used to, because you know, previously it was, you know, it was just so slow and clunky that it was just, yeah, it was just unusable. Another big issue that I'm finding that eBay are sort of complaining about is, previously I had multiple age categories set, and I think I need to go through them all and make sure that I've only got one age category set. So that might have also been hampering some of my listings showing. So anyway, I'm going to be working through my list here and updating all of my listings where I think there are issues. And I suggest if you're running an eBay store that you maybe want to check some of these things yourself and just make sure that everything is categorized correctly, that you've got the item specifics up to date, the age levels in particular, and that you've just got no errors in your listings. You'll see that I've got a few with errors here that I need to work through. So I'm going to be completing that, and hopefully that'll improve things. I've just finished sorting a rather large bag of Technic related pins, etc. And I had a surprising amount of different pots, as you can see, of different pins. And the two reasons for really doing this is, one, I just wanted an activity where I can be sat at my desk with the fans going because of the heat. But also, sounds a bit petty, but you know, to add some quantity to the store. So add in, you know, however many pins I'm gonna end up with here is probably gonna add another 1,000 or 2 parts to the store. Now it's actually the first time I've used Technic pins, and you know, new Technic pins sell relatively well, I'd say, with the exception of probably the most popular black pin. So it's a bit of an experiment for me, but just wanted to clear one of the bags that I've got there, and this seemed like a good opportunity to tackle this little task that I wasn't particularly looking forward to, but it's been, you know, relatively easy and straightforward, and has passed an hour away sorting these out. It's the 20th of July and it's another fairly quiet morning. There's only 2 orders this morning on Bricklink, both of them relatively small. One's 25 lots and one's 8, although the one for 8 is £24, which is not so bad given the lot count. So they're obviously minifigures. On Bricklink we've got 1 order, and it's the first one we've had since the weekend. Bricklink continues to be incredibly slow. This one's an international order, going off to France. And then on eBay we've got 1 order there as well. So these aren't going to take long at all to get picked and packed, and then we'll get on with more bulk sorting and getting more items into the store, because as we know, uploading is the key. Keep uploading and hopefully that'll generate more sales. Here's this morning's orders, all fairly small orders as I mentioned. This is the order going to France, which is just 5 clear supports. We've got an order on eBay for a Naya figure, and then we've got an order for parts and an order for minifigures. Now the interesting thing about the minifigures was that the guy had contacted me a couple of weeks ago and said he was thinking of placing an order, and did they come with the leaflets, and keep in mind that most of these are used figures, so of course they're not going to normally come with leaflets, but I do have lots of leaflets that I've kept over the years for whatever reasons. Now I don't have many of the earlier series, so he's only got a few extras, but I did say I was willing to throw them in. But it did get me thinking as to whether there is any value in these leaflets, and also in fact the packets. This is just a small selection of packets that I've got. I've got a big box full of all of the packets that I've kept over the years, mostly from my own collection, plus all of the leaflets. And I'm just wondering if, you know, there is any value in them. Would somebody want them? So I'm going to have a quick look into that just in case, and if not, I'll probably think about disposing of them. But right now I'm going to get these packed away and ready to ship. So we just picked up another little bonus order, which is all minifigure related parts and printed tiles, etc. And the main reason I mention this one is because it's an order on Brickowl, and Brickowl's been so quiet of late that I thought it probably deserved a special announcement when an order did actually arrive. I mean, all right, we did have another one earlier this morning from France, but this one is a UK buyer. And I'm just glad to see more orders coming in from Brickowl, and I hope it's not long before more arrive. So this morning we're going to be looking at some of these printed parts and getting them uploaded to the store. I've already got them sorted into different types, so I'm probably going to start with these round tiles. We've got some other 1x2 tiles, and then we've got various other slopes, wedges, plates, etc. To get sorted. So this should hopefully add quite a lot of lots to the store, and hopefully that will, you know, start to attract something. It's a bit of a double-edged sword, I always think, with the printed stuff, because some of them is not really worth all that much. And they're a little bit of a pain because obviously the unique nature, you're not going to put one in a drawer, so you're gonna fill a drawer pretty much, you know, full of, you know, probably 10-20 parts to a drawer. But you know, they do sell, they do make people come to the store, and when they're at the store they're going to choose other things as well. So well worth adding. And if you're anything like me, or like I was when I was building, I was always super attracted to printed and decorative tiles and other things. So hopefully this is going to be a worthwhile hour or two spent. So we've picked a couple more orders up this afternoon. This one is the biggest of the day and probably the biggest of the week, with 70 plus items here for about £78, something like that. So that's a very welcome order and very nice to get. Another little order at the other end of the scale is this black armor pauldron for a Star Wars minifigure, which was $2.25. So just got to get this packed away now, and then I'll think about heading to the post office shortly. I have also been sorting out 1x plates here, so these are all ready to upload as well. Not sure if I'm going to get to that today. We've got more over here as well, and I'll if not get to them today, then we'll do them in the morning. Still pretty hot here, still 29 degrees, which is a lot better than the nearly 40 degrees we had yesterday, but still pretty humid, and still trying to keep cool, so we might leave that for today, I think. Thursday the 21st of July, and I've just woken up to an email with this telling me that I've achieved 400,000 views on YouTube, which is not exactly a milestone I had set, but again, always good to get these numerical sort of benchmarks to see how you're performing and how you're doing. So let's hope we can get to 500,000, 500,000 before too long. Now, in terms of orders today, just 2 on Bricklink, both relatively small ones, 10 and 20 lots respectively. And then on Brickowl, we've got 2 orders, one for the UK and one for the US. Now, interestingly, yesterday I had a large order for about 70 something lots for 70 something pounds, and I got that picked and dispatched pretty quickly, and then got back from the post office and found this order on the bottom for another £12.50 from the same buyer. So I'm going to reach out to them and tell them, in the future, if they're considering buying more items from the store, to let me know, and I'll hold on to the order, and then I would refund the postage, etc. So unfortunately for them, they're paying 2 lots of postage. Maybe they're happy with that, or maybe they hadn't intended picking up from me particularly, but anyway, I just thought that was interesting. And then on eBay, we have got nothing, so just 4 orders to go pick and pack and get ready for sending out today. Hopefully we get some more throughout the day. Much cooler today, by the way. Much more pleasant night last night. Sleeping the night before was just unbearable, but anyway, that's going to be nicer to work in today. So we've got this morning's orders all picked and packed, and we did actually pick up a couple of bonus orders while we were picking these. One of them here is for a bunch of Minecraft related items. So we've got a horse here and a drowned zombie, and we've got a Minecraft guardian, and I just need to look at how I've quoted the shipping on that, because that's going to have to go either small parcel, or I'll break it down so that it'll fit into a large letter. Just finishing off putting some used parts away, the 1x plates that we'd sorted yesterday, and then I'm going to move on to some bigger plates. I'm just working my way through some large plates at the moment. What I do is, as I'm sorting, I just dump all of the plates into a large tub, and when I feel like I'm getting a bit short on plates as I'm picking and sending off, or as the tub's building up, then I'll just work my way through and start making little piles of various size plates, and then I will just count the colours and add them to the store. No big revolutionary method at all. I always intend to let the tub fill to the top before I do this, because it's always easier to list bulk items. It's much easier to add 100 than to count 10 different lots of 10, if that makes sense, over a period of time. But I just always get impatient, or I always get too low on what I've got in the store before I need to do this. So I'm pretty low at the moment on a lot of these plates, especially the 4x4s, 4x6s and things like that. And there's a couple of 16x16 plates in there that I'll probably be worth £1 or so each as well. Anyway, gonna get these all added to the store now, and hopefully that'll add a few more new lots. Friday the 22nd, and we've only got 5 orders today, and they're all pretty small orders at that. Mix of orders from Bricklink and Brickowl, 2 of each, and 1 from eBay, which is a Ninjago Naya minifig. I've been spending the rest of the day putting used stuff away, so we've cleared our tray for today, and I'm pretty much done for the weekend now, if I'm honest, because I was late starting today because we had some I had to take my wife to the hospital for some regular checks. Still plenty of bulk to work through. I know these look like they don't go down, but it's because I keep moving bulk that I've got in other locations back to here, if that makes sense. I've also been working on the blog a little bit more this week. If I can just get that up. So we've got the blog here, or the website rather, and I've added a couple of articles to the blog. So we've got an article here on starting a Bricklink store, 7 things to consider before you start, which is really aimed at the beginner who's interested in starting a Bricklink store, and really just covers all of the main things to consider before you think about really starting the store, because I do think, as with all major undertakings, you know, you need to take a little step back, think about what's going to be involved and whether you're prepared for it. And then the other article is just a thing on part out values, again aimed at the beginner, really. You know, what does it mean even to part out? I know it's a term that a lot of beginners kind of struggle with, and I think, you know, it's hopefully good sort of beginner Bricklink seller material. So anyway, I know that most of you guys on the channel are probably experienced sellers and bricklinkers, so maybe not too much interest for you guys there, but feel free to check it out if you are interested, and let me know what you think.